everybody. Welcome to Las Vegas. We are the 404 show, live from the CNET stage here at CES 2013. I'm Jeff Bakalar.
And I'm Justin Yu.
And we want to tell you guys just a little bit about our show real quick. We're CNET's scathing pop culture and tech program. Every day we sort of make fun of the internet, and we have a great time doing it. You can check us out every single day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, cnet.com/the404.
You can also follow us on all the social networks, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat if you're feeling freaky.
Yes, we feel freaky all the time. Let's get to our guest for today's show. She is the creator of the YouTube hit The Guild and has appeared on an array of film and television programs, including Joss Whedon's Emmy Award-winning internet musical, Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. This year, she's the Entertainment Matters Ambassador here at CES. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Felicia Day. Hello, Felicia. Here you are. I like that they gave you a sash.
This is how awesome CES is this year. Oh, hey, there's a man.
There
was a man in my pants. CES made me this because I was tweeting the last couple months that I was the ambassador. I was going to abuse all my privileges, and I needed a tiara and a sash. And last night at the party, the Media Link party, they gave me a sash, and I said, could I wear this when I do all the press for you guys? And they were actually cool with it. So I just say thumbs up because I did not think they would be cool with it.
That's pretty...
So, are there any special powers that come with the sash? I mean, there's got to be a lot of responsibility there. Do you get to cut in line at the bathroom? Or
I would like to abuse any power that I have, regardless of whether I'm wearing a sash or not. So cutting line, getting... I mean, I did cut in line at the razor booth. I was like, can I see the edge, please?
So you just flash your sash and you're like, hey, ambassador, ambassador.
It actually kind of devalues me. I mean, a girl wearing a sash does not maybe get you all the places you want to see.
Right.
But the good thing is I get to go see, I picked out a bunch of things that I wanted to see. I got to, get tours of things. And hopefully if I park anywhere, I don't get a ticket.
Very cool. You just leave the sash on your car, and then that's the equivalent of a handicap spot.
Exactly.
So you are the Entertainment Matters Ambassador here at CES. What's that mean? What's that all about?
Yeah, it's a really cool program where I get to highlight or just kind of represent the cross section of entertainment into technology. And there's so much of it. This year, I think, is a particularly important year for it.
Right.
Not only are there tablets everywhere,
sure,
and screens everywhere. I mean, you have to put something on those screens, and that's why content and the things that people are consuming is becoming even more and more important. And there are a lot of tracks here with Variety and AOL that are doing seminars and things about making content for digital and other platforms and other screens. And then there's the IWTV Awards, which is the International Academy of Web Television.
Right.
It's highlighting web video, and that's tonight. The awards are streaming live tonight.
Oh, right on.
So I get to wear a nice dress. I'm nominated. My channel's nominated.
Ooh,
so yeah, it's going to be really great.
All right, excellent.
obviously this isn't any of our first CES. We are veterans now, and I think we've all kind of gotten the hang of what to bring and how to survive. But I know a lot of people, for them, this is their first time coming to CES, and it's kind of a daunting thing to walk the showroom floor. I find that waving your arms in a windmill as you walk around really helps to clear the crowd in front of you.
Well, I mean,
Do you have any tips on how to survive?
I would say automatically put a blinder on any iPhone case.
Yes.
Because there's literally every iPhone case. I mean, not to insult iPhone cases, because there are so many
There's a
iPhone
few
cases.
out there.
Yeah, you can only put one on your phone at a time.
I know. I only own 2, and they were both free. So.
Do you switch off between them? Just
No.
Wednesdays and Thursdays I'm going to do
But
one?
some girls change their purse. I just use mine until there's so much garbage on the bottom of it.
Have you seen the people who they change their iPhone case depending on their wardrobe?
Those are the girls I admire and can never aspire to be.
You admire that?
I mean, listen, it's hard to put an outfit together.
Yeah.
I actually tried to put outfits together without showing up with a free gamer shirt and dirty jeans here.
Right.
So I put a little effort in. It actually is a lot of creativity. I mean, I don't want to discount anyone. But my tips would be to be really targeted. For the last week or so, I've been just looking at news coverage and following the brands that I really like and seeing what exactly do I want. And then it's a little bit like tower defense. You have to be like, okay, in this area, I can do this in 2 hours. I can go here and I'll group up these 5 things, and then I'll go here. Because honestly, it's like nothing I've seen before.
Right.
Comic-Con is nothing compared to
forget it.
the floor
it's a
space.
carnival.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
So you definitely have to prioritize where you want to be, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
We were reading an interesting article on CNET.com that basically said that the locals were complaining about the CES demo, saying that techies aren't social.
Yeah.
What?
Well, there's
I
a
know-
lot of cabbies
Yeah.
talking about how a lot of their business just completely stops around 10 p.m., which is normally for vacations. I didn't know people from Vegas are called vacations even.
I
Vacations?
did
That
not know
sounds
that.
kind
It
of
sounded
dirty.
a little bit offensive.
I thought it had
Yeah.
something to do with you.
No.
I
Okay.
thought I was
Vacation
going to
all
say
the
that
time.
it sounded like you were saying Asian.
Asian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Weird.
like vegetarian Asians. maybe.
Vegetarian Asians,
Yeah, but yeah, they're saying that vacations don't really go out at night, especially around CES, because maybe, I don't know, they're too busy working or they've tired themselves out from walking the floor.
What do you
Maybe
have
they
to
smoke
say?
too many e-cigarettes on the floor.
It's possible. What do you have to say about that?
I don't know. I mean, I can't defend everybody. I'm not very social. I went to bed at 11,
Yeah.
so maybe I'm just the problem here.
Felicia's part of the problem, is what we're saying. All right, we want to get into a new segment that we're going to try out. Maybe you can help us out with it.
Okay.
Every time we come to CES, we try out new segments. Last year, we did something called Tech Confessions. That didn't go over too well. Oh, no, it was all right.
Oh, well,
It was okay. This year,
She downvoted.
it was downvoted into oblivion. This year, we're going to try out something new. We're focusing on the press conferences that happened last night. Did you catch any of those?
No, but I heard some very weird things. I saw some weird things on Twitter when I woke up.
So Twitter imploded. People lost their minds. They thought it was a big parody. It was real. Everything we saw last night really happened. So that leads us to a segment that we're going to call That Just Happened. Do we have oh, there we go. That just happened. There you go. Okay.
It's happening right now.
It's happening right now. So we're going to show something from the Qualcomm press conference last
Okay.
night. You had. I love that you.
No,
So
this is like me reacting to something. It's
this
like
is
a
gonna be
reacting
so
YouTube
organic.
video.
We're going to get
Life is
Felicia's
happening.
organic reaction. Ariel, let's play that first one right now from Qualcomm.
And together we're coming up with the next billion-dollar idea. Check this out. Imagine funny cat videos meets Gangnam Style. Boom!
Dude, like, oh man, it's like we're more empowered, we're more connected.
Than any other generation in the history of man.
Dude, it's like we've evolved. We're like modern nomads.
Can you dig it?
That just happened.
That just set all of us back, I think, 10 years
Yeah.
in terms of where nerds have come.
How do you feel about that?
As a diplomat,
I was going to say you have to be you have to be diplomatic here.
Right.
What,
as a
Let us
diplomat,
make fun of
I
him.
mean, he seemed pumped up,
pumped up.
but I mean, I can't fault the guy. I mean, here's the thing: when you're on stage, you're playing to thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah. Right.
The graphics look cool.
The graphics did look cool.
Yeah?
That was a very safe answer.
I am an ambassador.
You are an ambassador. You're very
It's
good at
good
that.
to know that Qualcomm has such a great idea of what kids want these
They
days.
seem to have a good grasp on
Yeah, they
how
know
kids
exactly
act.
what's
Yeah,
happening.
I
They're
like
trying to
it.
rename our generation Generation M, and that was the big focus of the
Is
conference.
that true?
Yeah.
What happened? Would you go all the way around from A to A to
He-
A to L already?
He skipped every
we that
letter, went
old?
right to M. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But you know, I want to get into a little bit more about what you do.
Mm-hmm.
You're responsible for the web show The Guild. I'm sure we have some fans in the audience who have seen The Guild. Round of applause
Yay,
for The
thank
Guild.
you.
Everyone's psyched about
It
that.
wasn't too awkward.
It's
Thanks, guys.
it's in the 6th season already.
We actually released our finale episode today
Right.
on my YouTube channel, Geek and Sundry.
right.
So that's where I produce a whole slate of content. I run a network, which is crazy. But we released the Guild Season 6 on that platform. And today is the finale, so go watch
So
it.
everyone go check out the finale of The Guild season 6. 6 seasons, that's amazing. We were talking before that's longer than most sitcoms get on regular
It
TV. What
is.
does it how does it feel to just
I mean,
completely shame them?
It makes me really proud. I mean, it really has been a phenomenon, and the fact that we shot my house again. I
Yeah.
mean, really, it's been a journey that I don't know if you can really compare it to anything else. And we really the fun thing about it is that this show has grown with what social media is. Like 5 years ago, I joined Twitter before any other actors or anything
Right.
were on there, and it was really new. I did it because tech people I admired were on it. I was like, this service kind of seems fun. And the minute I got a mobile phone in my hand, it just became huge. So, and now people just take it for granted that all these things that we are so used to, exist. And these were just literally like baby things when we first started the show. And whenever I saw new technology that I enjoyed, I would use it to grow the show.
Right.
So really, the show has grown with the internet, and it's been an amazing journey. And that's kind of the cool thing about being the ambassador between entertainment and tech, because that's what I love. I'm an actor. but I've always grown up on games and technology. I was a Prodigy addict when I was like 12.
Oh, wow.
I posted fanfic for Ultima games on the Prodigy Ultima board. Like, that's how I started.
People need to appreciate how insane that is that you're admitting that right now.
Well, yeah, I got my hair professionally done, so I feel not ashamed. But
Right on.
but you know, it's been it's something. So literally, it's the worlds are melding, and like when you go to the floor here, you see people with their ideas, and they
Right.
make me wacky, crazy ideas. But really, now is the time if you have a wacky, crazy idea to get that idea made.
For sure.
Because the barriers are so much lower, and whether you're making content, you're making entertainment, or you're making the tech that is serving that content, and that's what's exciting to me. You can invent the new world.
It's pretty cool because if you watch the first season of the Guild and then sort of see how it's evolved,
Yeah.
not just in terms of you know the content, but just production value wise, the leaps and bounds that the show has made really is an unbelievable sort of you know evolution to watch.
Yeah, we've been on so many platforms. We started on YouTube. We were funded by people on PayPal before Kickstarter started, and then we were really fortunate to go to Xbox, and for 4 seasons did our show there, and then we came back to YouTube to kind of do this season. Yeah, it's literally just everything has grown with the show, and that's why I love, you know, there are a lot of opportunities for me to just become an actor, but I love making stuff online when I can be one click away from the person who loves or hates me.
Right
But
on.
that's just what I love. I mean, you guys do the same thing, right?
For
That's
sure.
why you do this.
That's why a few more people watch your stuff though. We have to we have to like siphon off some of that. You probably have some viewers to spare. Maybe we can.
It's all a communal pot.
Right. I like that answer.
You know, technology addiction is something that you know obviously talk about a lot on the show, and it's something that I think we all have in common coming to CES every
We
year.
got the itch maybe.
There was a
bit.
story on CNET earlier today. I don't know if you read this, but Chris Matischek wrote a story about a father in China who actually hired digital hitmen to kill his son's character in a video game that he felt like he was playing too much and wasting his life on. How do you feel about that? I mean, technology addiction's crazy these days. Do you think that was the best route to go, or maybe you should have sent it to one of those addiction camps?
Or maybe you should have just sat him down and like, hey, stop doing that.
Yeah, maybe because like he's just gonna respawn, right? I mean, it doesn't seem like it seems like a dude who doesn't understand games.
That's what's gonna work.
The son's 35 years old, by the way. It's not
Oh,
a kid.
okay. Well, that's another thing that's highlight. I mean, I do, you know, having been, I created the Guild because I didn't think that people represented gamers in the way that I experienced gamers.
Right.
And it was a very small, you know, online gaming was much smaller, 5, 6, you know, 10, whatever many years ago. And I thought that the best of the world could be encapsulated with the internet because you don't have to feel isolated if you don't like something that everybody else doesn't like. You can find other people who love what you do, and you can celebrate it with them, and you can feel included and accept yourself in a way. And you know, having started from there, and I still love the internet. I think it's very much can be that. But there's also the other side of the internet where people can isolate themselves
Right.
into only hearing what they think they believe,
Sure.
and they don't ever grow out of their cage in a sense. I mean, that was one of my resolutions this year was to change all my RSS feeds. And I know that that's really stupid,
Nice.
but like I want to grow as a person. I don't want
sure.
to always have the same input and just be preaching to the choir myself. I have to expand my worldview in order to be able to do that to the people who listen to me. And I think that's something we just have to be conscious of, that we're not isolating ourselves, and like our truths are not what everybody else believes because we're just listening to our truths over and over again.
Right on. That's some lofty aspirations, though. I'm going to try and do the same myself.
Took a
this
couple
year.
hours to get
I'm
my
sure it
RSS feed.
did. we have to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk some games with Felicia Day. Stick around. The 404 Show will be back right after this break. Welcome back to the 404 Show live from Las Vegas. We're going to round of applause for Felicia Day right now. How fantastic. Felicia Day,
Oh, you got that. Wait.
My ambassador wave.
that's the ambassador wave.
Wrist, arm, arm.
That hand gets encapsulated in glass every night. I'll have you know.
It's creepy.
So we're back here on the 404 Show with Felicia Day. I think it's time for another That Just Happened. Ariel, please show us what's next.
I'm here to show you something pretty special.
Yeah, and you're a bird katir today.
Yeah, I'm also a bird katir today.
Hey, flap those wings.
Oh, okay.
Just happened.
What?
You're right.
Wow.
So Big Bird making an appearance at CES.
I have had the unfortunate circumstance to work with that guy. He's a D-bag. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Big Bird's a D-bag?
Oh, no, I just ruined my diplomacy. No,
no, I don't think
He's just
so.
a diva. He has a lot of writers in his contract. He can
Really?
only...
Only yellow M&Ms. He'll only yellow.
Anything. Only has to be yellow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So what'd you learn today? Today I learned Big Bird's a douchebag.
More terrifying than Big Bird himself showing up was the guy dressed in a skin suit of Big Bird, like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Why didn't
style.
that freak Big Bird out?
Yeah, that was weird.
You killed somebody.
And wrapped his skin around your
It
head.
had a
That's
whimsical homemade quality to it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
terrifying. That happened.
So let's get into a little bit of gaming discussion because, and I just want to apologize to Justin. For people who don't know, on our show, whenever we talk about games, that's when Justin goes
Nap
out
time.
and has a coffee.
Yeah,
you know,
little bathroom
takes a little break. I want to know what you're playing now. What did you play last year that you really loved? What are you trying to play? What are you looking forward to? Answer all that right now.
Right now. Last year, wow, I loved Dishonored.
Of course.
I only killed 3 people, which in retrospect, it's like, why was I so lazy? Why didn't I just clean up a little bit after myself and get the achievement?
So that's
So-
the ghost achievement, right? The
Yes,
for not
why-
killing anybody.
why did I just
Any
not-
fans of Dishonored in the
Yeah, right?
audience today? No one played Bethesda's
Really?
Dishonored. Of course they did. They're in the back.
Come on, guys. That was a good game.
That was a great game. That was
a really
my
good game.
#1 game of 2012.
I love the world building. I really thought the mechanics were really fun.
Yeah.
I love the stealth mechanic. I'm more of a sniper because I get like really flustered. Like in
Yeah.
Far Cry 3, I just started playing that, and I don't know how much farther I can go because
It's pretty intense.
I can't stand the peeling of the animals, and like when people come at me, I'm like kind of spazzing out. I'm just shooting everywhere. You know, I'm much more like I will creep up and I will pick them out and I will stealth kill all of them,
Right.
which takes like 10 times as long, but
Of
it's so much
course.
more satisfying.
Oh my God, those animations are pretty
It's
awesome.
I would have to give that game that. I mean, but as far as like the peeling of the animals, it's a little.
I want to explain that to
Yeah,
Justin because
for
that
some
sounds
people
awesome.
to know that we're talking about
So-
video
So
games, this is a very
basically,
terrifying
you
conversation.
kill a lot of animals. There's animals
good.
everywhere.
Yeah,
you
they
kill
deserve it.
them, you skin them. It's all the hunting. And like for some reason, if this was like a bear in Skyrim, I'll kill 40,000 of them. But like one.
Just lined up. Just genocide.
Whatever.
Bear genocide.
Exactly, but one dog in Far Cry actually made me almost cry. I was like, I
Aw.
can't do this.
Well, you know
again.
what's so sad in Far Cry? When you kill a dog, it goes like.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's
And then
sad.
you're like peeling it.
Yeah, and the
because
guy
you
eats-
skin
yeah.
everything
Is
for
that for
wallets.
food? Tell me that's for
So you
food, not
skin
sport.
so you skin these animals so that you can carry more guns.
Right,
So,
naturally.
so obviously, so
Obviously, or a wallet. You want
right.
to carry more because you can't possibly have another pocket.
Right, exactly. He's got a very limited, sort of inventory. He
He's
can only
kind of a
carry
douchebag.
a little bit.
Right, a
What about
little
his
bit.
brother though.
Oh, his brother was.
He's
I
kind
was
of a
like,
hunk, right?
he was a hot guy, and
Yeah.
then in the opening thing, spoiler, he gets killed, and I was just like, no, I want to play that guy.
My wife saw that scene, and by the way, the Voss, the villain in that game,
oh.
is out of control.
Oh yeah, no, the writing is really good.
I was playing it. My wife was watching, and when he got killed so early, she was like, "Oh, I can't watch this."
It was
it's
really good
intense."
writing, yeah, intense. So
yeah.
I actually I've just finished the Skyrim DLC.
Okay.
Dragonborn, and I love that game so much. I will sit there and just like sort tomatoes sometimes, and I just installed it for the PC
Yeah.
because I played it on Xbox, and everybody's always like, "Okay, you're a noob," and I'm like, "Well, shut up," because people are so. They get
Judgmental.
really bitchy.
Oh, yeah.
They get really upset when
Yeah.
you post anything about Apple. Oh, Android boys will just, they'll be very mad at me. And then you do Android, and then the Mac people will be mad. And it's just like, okay, guys, back off. I'm not going to play it on PC. It's so good on PC because you got all the mods.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And you load in and out so much faster through doorways. So like now I'm starting from 0 after 212 hours in Skyrim Xbox.
212 hours.
Yeah.
You got
Surprised
that?
you're able to come out to this show.
No, it's good. I included every quest, every single quest. Like
100%.
Impressive.
no, I have a couple of like kill that dragon and kill that vampire, but
Yeah. Or like make that, brew in the.
Oh, I'm a good blacksmith.
You're an alchemy expert.
Oh, no blacksmithing.
Oh, blacksmith,
I
okay.
can make everything. I have a bow, and I name them. I name them things like icy hot. It is fire and ice damage. And then
Where are we need more women like you in the world? I think.
they're out there.
They are.
They're out there. They just they have a voice. You just
They
have
do.
to
Just have to look.
just have exactly.
Right
So
on.
anyway, and I'm looking forward to BioShock a lot and SimCity. Sorry, I love
Yeah, so they're
SimCity.
bringing SimCity back,
Yes.
which is we have SimCity fans in the audience today. No one has
Nobody
ever
loves
played a
SimCity. What
video
about
game.
Civ?
There we go.
Civ 5. I mean, come on, those
So-
strategy games are the funnest.
SimCity, this has been in production for years.
I know, I'm
it's
excited.
finally ready to see the light of day. Have you played it at all yet?
No, but I'm angling.
Yeah.
I'm angling. You know,
So
I'm
what
gonna
else?
Make some phone calls.
I think so. So what else in 2013 has caught your eye? BioShock, obviously.
Yeah, I went.
For me, that's definitely the. Were
Did
you out
play
in
some
LA?
of it? Yeah, I did play a little bit in LA, and I'm like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, those guys just are on a different level.
I mean, it's just consummate storytelling. I think that you know, it's evolving so that story is very, very important, especially in these epic games. And they're basically on the same footing as like a AAA movie.
Right.
You know, AAA
Absolutely.
titles.
And budget as well.
Yeah, the budget too. But with the kind of storytelling and attention to detail, like these games are, you know, they last forever.
Absolutely. We get a lot of, you know, we have a huge sort of demographic that listens to our show. Some people are not gamers. Some people are hardcore. For people who maybe are just trying to get into gaming, people like this guy, who he picked up a PlayStation controller and started blowing into it.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
Not
this,
true. I was a big PC gamer back in the day. I played
Okay.
Warcraft, but I always just sent the peons out to go harvest like wood and steel and
You mean
things.
your guildies?
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't do anything violent related. I was a big farmer.
Yeah, your farm. I love farming too.
Yeah.
I was addicted to Puzzle Pirates. There's a Java game. It was actually the secret of the guild is not. It's about WoW a little bit because I was a huge WoW addict. But before that, I was addicted to Puzzle Pirates, which is basically you're a pirate and you have a guild and you sail the seas and there's a lot of resource gathering, and I love resource gathering. That's why I love tabletop games now too, because there are a lot of resource gathering
right on.
games. And I would recommend. You know, there's a lot. I would definitely recommend Xbox because that's the thing I'm most comfortable with. And they have a great, the arcade games are the best, like Castle Crashers. I love Steam as well. Like, I'm a huge Steam addict. I've spent so much money on Steam, especially their sales. And, you know, games like Trine
Yeah.
2, like
Loving
little
that.
small ones like that, I think, and anything by PopCap. I recommend, those are the kind of the entry-level games that I recommend to people because I understand the intimidation. I never had a console before I was an adult, and
Yeah.
when I picked up my Xbox, I was like, I don't know where all these buttons are. But you get really comfortable really quickly, and you just have to have the confidence to not give up. So you don't want to jump into Call of Duty or something
no,
because
Right.
that's the worst
That's a very
thing.
humiliating experience for sure.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, very cool. Before we say goodbye, I think it's time for one last That Just Happened. Let's check it out.
That whole Big Bird
You
thing.
should
I
be
don't know what we're
scared.
about
Let's
to
see what we have up next here.
Hip hop to the top. We're gonna hip hop to the top. I got more soul than I can control today with my friend Hopper. Hopper, you're the best.
That just happened. Wow, that's
Amazing.
That
I
is
wish I
amazing.
admitted that one.
He was channeling Belushi and Aykroyd right there. What do you think about that?
You know what? The hardest thing to do as an actor is to commit. And I have to give him,
My
give him
man
that.
is committed
He's
right there.
committed, yeah.
How many practice sessions do you think it took for him to get that rap down to? It seems like that was very well rehearsed. I gotta give him that, right?
I
That's kind
think
of
the
impressive.
the kangaroo was totally phoning it in, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally phoning it
Way
in.
more.
Totally. He was a last minute addition for sure.
Scrub.
We want to tell everyone where they can find you on the internet. Obviously, The Guild wrapping up season 6 today. You said that was the
Yeah,
last
today.
episode?
And we also have another show, Space Janitors, that comes on. Yeah, Geek and Sundry is my network. Like I
Right.
said, it was one of the funded YouTube channels, and I created everything, you know, the business to create a lot of different shows. We have 7 shows. Our biggest show is called Tabletop, which was created by me and Will Wheaton.
Right
It's
on.
about people playing, you know, different board games every show to highlight sort of this culture that I don't feel like is highlighted as much as it should be.
Absolutely. Well, you're definitely fighting the good fight.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Check out Geek and Sundry. It's geekandsundry.com. You can follow Felicia on Twitter. At Felicia Day is her handle. And that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much, everyone, for checking us out. Be sure to come back right here tomorrow, 1 p.m. We'll be welcoming Danny DeVito to the stage. So that's going to be a lot of
Danny
fun.
DeVito, really?
Danny DeVito. You want to come back and hang out?
I love
You're
It's
more
Always
than
Sunny.
welcome.
I love Taxi. I mean, I love him.
Of course.
Can I stalk him?
You,
Just a little bit?
you may.
Okay.
You may. I think we just got in trouble, but that's fine.
It's all right.
Thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. Goodbye.